for the former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who passed away yesterday. Now, another tribute is coming in at this point. We want to welcome Dr. Ashwani Kumar, the former Law and Justice Minister, to the broadcast. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for taking out the time, speaking with us. Dr. Manmohan Singh was India's former finance minister, prime minister, known to be humble and soft-spoken. What would you like to say as tribute?
Well, let me start by saying that Dr. Manmohan Singh elevated himself above the exalted office that he held, and that he could do by virtue of his conduct, which was exceptional in every sense of the term. As a man, as a person, for his humanity, for his humility, for his integrity, for his graces, for his kindness, for his compassion, he was an outstanding example of what a public man ought to be, of what a statesman is, and what a political leader ought to be. He brought dignity to his office. He brought dignity and repute to his party, which he served till his last days. And he was a gracious elder and a kind friend. It was his nobility that touched everyone who came in contact with him. I consider myself singularly privileged to have received his affection for many years. And every time I went to see him, I came back ennobled, I came back elated. His was a manner that elevated the people who came in contact with him. Never a wrong word, never a criticism of anyone. And even when he had to reprimand somebody or to show his displeasure, it was done with such grace and finesse that the other person never was offended. It is this Dr. Manmohan Singh that has been my inspiration. I feel today I've lost my inspiration and, in a way, also my voice.
Our deepest condolences. Mr. Kumar, would you like to share some of the memories that you had with him over the years?
I have so many memories. I could write a book on it, but I can tell you something. When my wife was in her last days, she was very unwell, and she finally passed away. I was his minister, and he came to know, obviously, of my wife's condition, and he called me to say that miracles are known to happen. Now, in one sentence, the kind of consolation he gave me was exceptional. He did not speak for long. He knew what I must be going through. He knew what the end would be. But this was the man we all admired. And on every birthday, he would give a call. I distinctly remember his one birthday call to me when I was politically undergoing a very difficult time. He rang me up in that morning at about 9 o'clock just to wish me. And that cheered me up for the entire day and sort of made me leave my troubles behind. He was gracious to the point of a fault. I mean, as I said in one of my earlier talks to another channel, whenever I would go and meet him for any matter, officially or personal, he would insist on walking me to the door, which he did with everyone. And at one point of time, I literally caught his hand softly and said, "Sir, protocol does not permit that we be seen off to the door by the Prime Minister of this country. You are now the Prime Minister. You are not just an MP." But he said, "No, you have come to see me as a host. It is my duty to see you outside to the door." There were countless incidents and instances, but I can tell you this, that history will judge him kindly. History has beginning to turn the page and has started already to judge him kindly, as he had prophesied in one of his press conferences, which you are aware of. At that point of time, neither the opposition nor the media was kind to him or fair to him. But that is the stuff of politics. Leaving that behind, I think his legacy will continue to inspire generations of congressmen like me, generations of people who wish to enter public life. He is a role model for what a leader should be. His life will forever remain an inspiration for all those who want to raise politics to just another level of goodness and kindness.
Absolutely. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for joining us here on Mirror Now, sharing some of those heartwarming memories, telling us more about the man who was our Prime Minister for 10 years and giving us more tidbits and a look into what he was like behind the scenes.
All I
Thank
can
you
say,
so much once again for the tribute.
all I want to say today is that he rose above the high office that he held. He was higher than the office he held.